From huge underground ice vaults that contain the seeds of life in case of a natural disaster, to the sprawling Vatican archives that hold the deepest and darkest secrets of religion. In this video, we take a look at the 20 most heavily guarded and secure places on Earth. Fort Knox. Fort Knox is home to the US Bullion Depository. It not only stores thousands of tons of gold, but it is said to house important historical documents as well, such as the Declaration of Independence and the Magna Carta. All of this is not only extremely well guarded, but also protected by a 22-ton blast door that is effectively impenetrable. ADX Florence Prison. The Administrative Maximum Facility, ADX for short, is a supermax prison for men in Colorado that houses the baddest of the bad. These criminals are considered the most dangerous cons in the US and have earned the prison the nickname of Alcatraz of the Rockies. Described by one former ADX warden as a cleaner version of hell, security measures at the prison include attack dogs guarding the area between the prison walls and the 12-foot high razor wire fence, 1,400 remotely controlled steel doors, motion detecting laser beams, pressure pads and cameras. Current residents of the prison include the infamous shoe bomber Richard Reed, 9/11 terrorist mastermind Zacarias Musari, and Oklahoma City bombing conspirator Terry Nicholas, among many, many others. Area 51. This top-secret Air Force base in New Mexico is guarded so well that no one can even come close to the base without express permission, and even flying over it is strictly forbidden. What exactly is contained inside Area 51 is a secret to the public, but there definitely must be something pretty weird or cool going on there, or why else would it be so well guarded? Many people claim Area 51 contains alien or UFO artifacts and relics from throughout time. Others believe the airbase hides top-secret government experiments. Chances are we will never truly know what goes on inside Area 51. Now, I would love to know what you all think is going on there, so please let me and everyone else know in the comment section down below what you think is actually going on at this top-secret Air Force base. Air Force One. One of the most well-built planes in history and what many consider to be the world's most secure moving location. Air Force One has a vast array of security. The United States President travels in a modified Boeing 747-200B series aircraft. It has the world's most advanced flight avoidance, air-to-air defense and electronic technology aboard, all for the protection of the Commander-in-Chief and his entourage of advisors, colleagues and family members. The Mormon Church's secret vaults. These secret vaults contain genealogical and historical records. Not only are they heavily guarded, but also, rumor has it, the records are even protected by temperature control as well as motion and heat sensors. Photos and video can be a challenge to come by of this place due to the Mormon Church's high level of secrecy. Saddam Hussein's Baghdad bunker. The 2,150 square yard bunker was originally designed to withstand the blast of a nuclear bomb and house 50 people. Located nearly 100 feet underground, security measures for the dictator's refuge included 3-ton Swiss-made doors, 5-foot thick walls, and a 6-foot thick steel-reinforced concrete ceiling and 2 escape tunnels. The bunker survived 7 American-dropped bunker buster bombs and 20 cruise missiles during the war. Unfortunately, it couldn't survive looting and was picked almost completely clean during the last days of the war by Iraqi soldiers. The New York Federal Reserve. It is said that roughly 25% of the world's gold is stored here. With that much money to protect, it is no wonder that it would be extremely well guarded. The vault itself is 18 feet below street level and 50 feet below sea level, and the perimeter of the building is guarded 24/7 by well-trained marksmen. The BAHNHOF bunker. The US State Department probably isn't very fond of this safe house. Buried 100 feet beneath the streets of Stockholm, Sweden, this old nuclear bunker is the king of all data centers. That's because the facility, owned by the Swedish internet provider BAHNHOF, famously shelters the servers for the notoriously controversial WikiLeaks. Julian Assange's most precious computers hide in the depths of this data center. Tucked behind a 1.5 feet steel door and driven by backup generators that can go for weeks, WikiLeaks will keep on going as long as their servers are located here. Bold Lane Car Park. You won't have to worry much about car thieves when you leave your car parked here. This car park or parking garage in Derbyshire, England is one of the safest places in the world. You can't get in unless you have a ticket indicating your exact parking spot. Then once your car is parked, it is protected by motion detectors and other alarms that will go off if someone dares even mess with your car in the slightest way. If the alarms do go off, the entire parking garage gets put into lockdown mode and no one can leave until the problem is solved. The Bank of England Gold Vault. It looks like something straight out of Indiana Jones. The UK's largest gold vault, second in the world to the Federal Reserve in New York, stores 156 billion British pounds worth of gold, or around 206 billion US dollars. The bomb-proof door is unlocked by a sophisticated voice recognition system, aided by multiple 3-foot-long keys. The bank won't say how heavy the door is or how deep the vault is buried, but we do know it has more floor space than London's Tower 42, which is a 47-story building, so there's probably quite a lot of room down there. The Tumen River. This river makes up part of the boundary between Russia and North Korea, and also snakes down into Chinese territory. Within a mile, you can go from North Korea through China and end up into Russia, which makes this a very good place for those wishing to defect from North Korea. For this very reason, the North Koreans have made it one of the most heavily guarded places on Earth. The 1960s Bar. Located 100 feet underground within Britain's secret subterranean Burlington bunker complex in Wiltshire, England, the 1960s Bar is a recreation of a pub popular in London with the British government officials. This top-secret base was first constructed during the Cold War and designed to be a refuge for high-up officials to reconstruct Britain in the event of a nuclear attack. Luckily, the British government never had to use this underground bunker. The Korean Demilitarized Zone, or otherwise known as the DMZ, is a strip of land dividing North and South Korea. It is one of the most heavily guarded borders in the world, stretching 160 miles in length and 2.5 miles in width. Because of the high defenses surrounding the border on each side, people rarely dare to cross the land in between, which has led to the land becoming an accidental nature reserve. Doomsday Seed Vault. As its name suggests, the vault, officially known as Svalbard International Seed Vault, is designed to store a wide assortment of seeds in an effort to preserve crop diversity and assure humans will have a source of food no matter what earthly disaster occurs. The storage compound is located in Svalbard, one of the most remote places on the planet that humans can still access. Svalbard is a large barren rock island in the Arctic Circle, and the vault is situated inside an old copper mine. As if the isolated landscape wasn't enough, the seed safe is defended with blast-proof doors, motion sensors, airlocks, and 1 meter thick steel-reinforced concrete. Its unique climate and position should keep the seeds safe from any disaster, man-made or otherwise, for centuries to come. The Greenbrier. Spread across 6,500 acres of land, this exclusive resort lies deep within the forests of West Virginia. However, what lies underneath this huge estate is the real secret. A 25-ton nuclear blast door secures a long stream of tunnels that create one of the largest nuclear bunkers. Within the tunnels are enough supplies for all members of the US Congress to weather out a nuclear attack for quite some time. There aren't really any photos or videos from within the bunker for security reasons. Iron Mountain. What do the charred remains of Flight 93, the original photo of Einstein sticking out his tongue, and Edison's patent for the light bulb have in common? They're all stored under the Iron Mountain, 200 feet below the ground. This retired limestone mine houses 1.7 million square feet worth of vaults. The US government is the biggest tenant, and the identities of 95% of vault owners are fully confidential. We do know, however, that Warner Brothers, the Smithsonian Institute, and Corbis all have vaults there. Thousands of historic master recordings, photo negatives, and original film reels live here. The Iron Mountain is home to Room 48, a data center backing up some of America's biggest companies. 2 waves of armed guards protect the entrance, and it is said they inspect guests so thoroughly that even the TSA would be embarrassed. Haven Co. Haven Co. was a data protection company located in the North Sea, off the coast of Great Britain. The only people ever allowed in were authorized personnel, investors, and members of Britain's royal family. However, it allegedly shut down in 2008, although there are many claims it is still secretly running today. Set in the middle of the North Sea, the site was virtually inaccessible to most people. The real question is, what data was stored here, and why did it need to be stored in such a secure and remote location? Tohoku Bank. When the first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, the city and its people were obliterated. But downtown, just a football field away from Ground Zero, the vault of the Tohoku Bank sat undamaged. The exterior was fried, but the interior was totally pristine. Mulsa, the company that built the safe, saw the incident as a great marketing opportunity. For the next decade, it exploited the tragedy to boast about the great quality of their products. The Cheyenne Mountain. The Cheyenne Mountain Complex is a military installation and nuclear bunker located in Colorado Springs, Colorado. At one point, it was the command center of the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD for short. The tunnel is protected by several feet of solid granite and fully reinforced with steel. The Vatican Secret Archives. Despite the church's attempt at openness, critics say the contents aren't accessible enough, since only qualified clergy and academics are allowed inside the facility, and even those granted entry cannot view items without advanced approval. Thus, the skeptics remain, with theories ranging from the cavern hiding gospels that contradict the Bible, to it housing the earliest known collection of pornography, and even holding plans that may lead to world domination and control. Oddly enough, there's even an urban legend floating around in some Mormon circles that the Vatican vaults have some missing books of the Bible which verify that the Mormon religion is actually true. Well, my friends, that's it for the 20 most heavily guarded and secure places on Earth. Obviously, there are even more heavily guarded and secure places all over the world, but this is a pretty good collection of just some of them. Comment down below which place you thought was the best and why. And also let us know, if a zombie apocalypse ever did actually happen, which one of these places would you hide in if you had the choice? Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, share it with all your friends on social media, and finally, subscribe to EatMyClick if you haven't already for even more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.